I have a fun project for you today. This is Patty Bennett with PattyStamps.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'd love to share this quick, fun fall card with you. This uses a fairly new Stampin' Up! Set called Wondrous Wreath. And I know that when you see it, you probably think Christmas, and it does have Christmas greetings in it. But I wanted to use it before Christmas, and so I made some quick fall cards, just a few different versions, different colored bows, and a slightly different stamping on them. And I'm using the wood grain background stamp in the background. So I wanted to just show you how I made this card. I started out with the pack of crumb cake note cards. I love the note cards from Stampin' Up! We have them in both crumb cake and whisper white, and they're a very heavy cardstock, really nice with the matching envelopes. They come pre-cut and scored, so you can see the score line down the middle. But a tip for you, when you're going to stamp with a background stamp, or really with any stamp on these, don't fold it yet, because once you fold it, you're going to have that big bend in the card, and then it's going to be hard to stamp on there. So don't fold it yet. Leave it unfolded. And for this background stamp, I have chosen baked brown sugar. Let me show you our color palette for today. Pumpkin pie, Cajun craze, crushed curry, and baked brown sugar. I wanted baked brown sugar for the wood because it's kind of a lighter shade. It's not too dark, but it's a nice, really great brown shade. And what I did was I just patted the ink on, and I was not worried about getting it real even. I want this to be a little bit random. And then I took my Stampin' Sponge, which is just a round sponge cut in quarters, and I just punched out and stapled a piece of brown sugar cardstock to it. And then I'm just sort of randomly tapping, and you can even just sort of skip along over the top. And what I wanted to do was make that ink kind of uneven, like a weathered fence. And then I can see the edge of my stamp here, and I'm just going to try to line it up with that fold or the crease, and then give it a good push and lift up, and then I have a nice wood background. Now here's something fun, is that I'm going to actually do a second card without re-inking because there's still plenty of ink left on here. So I'm going to set down another one, and I'm just going to blow some hot air on here just to moisten the ink a bit, and you're going to see that you can actually get a perfectly good second image out of there. So one is a little bit lighter than the other, but that's fine. That's how I did all these cards. I made about 40 of these, and it was pretty quick and easy. And it's nice not to have to re-ink between stamping. So that was the first step. And then to do the wreath, this is actually 3 different pieces. Let me show you. The wreath comes in 3 separate pieces in the set, and so this is actually kind of like 3-step stamping. And if you have multiple blocks like I do, this is easy, but if not, you can just peel the photopolymer off and you can place it on the block for each stamp. Now I do find that when stamping with my photopolymer images, I like to put down our Stampin' Up! Stampin' Pierce Matte. This gives a real good padding for your stamping with the photopolymer. With the largest image, you're going to go with your lightest color, and I'm selecting pumpkin pie for this largest one. Now can you see this little piece right here? This is going to help you to get your image stamped perfectly when you layer these 3 pieces. So I'm electing to have that little piece go up. It does not ink. It's just a registration mark to help you. And then you'll push and lift up, and there's your first of 3 images. Then I'm going to my darker one, which is Cajun Craze, and that is this image. I'm going to ink it up. Now here you have a choice. You can either match this up perfectly and stamp it over the other leaves, or you can just stamp it down in approximately the right place and you can get the leaves to be offset, and either way looks great. So whatever you prefer. Now there you can see mine are a little bit offset. I think they're fine. I like that actually. And then I'm going to take the little berries, and in the same Cajun craze I'm going to stamp those. And if you'd like to, you could actually ink it again and turn it a little and stamp another one if you'd like several berries. Doesn't matter. So there's your fall wreath. Then I just used hello, because this kind of looks like a wreath on a front door, in the Cajun craze, and I stamped that in the corner. And then this stamp set has matching framelits. You can see that you can actually cut out the wreath if you'd like. There's also joy and love, and there's a bow. And so I just picked up some patterned paper, and this is one of the bows that I die cut with that bow framelit. So let me show you a quick tip. If you save your Stampin' Dimensional sheets, you can use your snail like that, and then this doesn't get sticky. So that's a great way to get snail on something that's intricate or small. And then I just put that on the card, and there it is. You fold it up, put it in the envelope, and you're done. So a really quick, fun fall card out of the Wondrous Wreath set. You know, I forgot to show you why we had the crushed curry out here. On this card, I did stamp the largest leaf stamp again with crushed curry. So that was this image, not only in the pumpkin pie, but also in crushed curry. So then that gives it even a little bit lighter look to it. So you can see the difference between using the crushed curry and not using the crushed curry. So sorry I forgot to show that to you, but just thought you might like to see that. And then you can see how pretty it looks with a yellow bow because it brings out the yellow color. So lots of things you could do with this, and have fun with creating your own color combinations too. And if you're wondering how it looks for Christmas, let me just show you quickly a few of the great swaps I received at Founders Circle last week. And you can see that they have used the die to cut out the wreath on these. This one was just stamped right on the card in silver, embossed in silver. And then these were die cut as well. So this gives you an idea of how beautiful that will look as a Christmas card. And if you'd like to use it now in the months before Christmas, you can do a great fall card with it too. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoy using your stamp set.